This just showed up in the mail. I've got ears. I've got ears. Let me know in the comments down below. I know the ears are a bit flappy, so I probably look like Dumbo more than a cute little kitten. It's all good. It keeps the hair off my face. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Lucy. Thanks for hanging out with me today. So I have a, should I keep this on? I'll just keep it on. I have a wedding to go to on Saturday, so I thought I would just show you the makeup that I have planned. Well, the makeup look that I have planned to go to the wedding. I've just moisturised my face, so we'll just get into it. So I'm going to use my Revolution Fast Base Stick. I use the colour F2 because I am pale. So pale. Put a bit on my nose. And I forgot to wet my beauty blender for this video, so I'm going to just use my foundation brush.
To buff it in.
And then I'm going to use my concealer. I use the Lasting Perfection. As you can see, it is starting to sort of go down a little bit. And I use number 1 Fair. And again, I'm just going to use the foundation brush just to dust it in. And rather than big sweeping motions for my concealer, I tend to just sort of dab it into my skin. Sort of, you can use a stippling brush to do this. But I just use the foundation brush. I do have a stippling brush. Okay, so then we're going to set that with some powder, and I just use my Barry M Ready Set Smooth. I can get it open. And again, just a stippling brush. And then just go in under the eyes. You'll probably notice a lot, this can get a little bit messy. Sometimes some people like to use a wet beauty blender, which is cool. Try not to eat it like I just did. Okay, and then for contour, I'm not going to do too much, but I'm going to use my Jeffree Star Androgyny palette, and to contour I use this Safe Word, which is this colour up here. Just use a angled contour brush, and then lightly I go lightly because I've got a fat face, everyone knows it. Makeup is only going to do so much on this face, unfortunately. I can't magic myself pretty. And then just a little bit on the side of the nose, and then a bit on my forehead because it's bigger than a forehead. There we go. So next we're going to do some highlight, and for the wedding I think I'm going to use my liquid chrome highlighter drops, and this one is the shade At First Light, just to have a bit of a more natural look for the wedding, because I believe that, you know, we all want to be fabulous, but it's the bride's day, isn't it? So we just want to look natural. So we're just going to put a few, I say that and then I put loads on my face. It's not going to turn out good, is it? Just a little bit on the Cupid's bow. I'm just going to use my dry beauty blender just to dab that huge. Okay, so highlighter is on, albeit a little bit too much, but again, this is why we practice. It's all good. And if it was far too extreme, then you can do what is known as veiling, which I don't need that palette in my life. You can do veiling, which is to just go back over with some powder. So I am looking now for my blush palette, which is here. I've got it now. Far too many palettes in my life, as you saw in my collection. Okay, so this is just my Coastal Scents 10 colour blush palette. I've had this forever, and I'm just going to go back in with my contour brush and just use a corally sort of neutral tone, and just gently go in the middle of that cheek over the highlight. Not too much over the highlight. The highlight is up there and then the blush is sort of in the middle, and we're just buffing that in a tiny bit. We don't want too much. When I say we, I don't know who I'm talking to. I don't want too much. Does anybody ever have that problem where you try and put a palette back, and because it's not in the order that you originally had it, your drawer won't shut now? So my drawer is just going to hang open. So for my eyes, I'm going to be using my Folklore We Care Your Favours palette, and I really like this palette. It cost me about £4 from the where did I get this? I think I might have got it on eBay. It cost me about £4, but I really like this palette. It looks like they've taken a bit of inspiration from one of the Huda Beauty palettes, but I like this palette very much. So first of all, we're just going to put a bit of concealer on my eyes just to prime them. I do apologise for the length of this video today. If you do get bored, then you don't have to watch. I won't be offended, but I need to practice, so I'm just going to buff that in with my beauty blender, even though it's dry. Okay, so then we're going to take a fluffy fluffy brush, and which colour did I use? Okay, so we're just going to go in with this colour here to use as my transition shade, just in the crease. No, we're not, because that doesn't work. We're going to use the salmon. That's better. And what I like to do, guys, is just put a little bit on my brush at any given time, because you can always build colours up. The last thing you want to do is what I did the other day, was start a look and put too much on your brush, and then you've just got a mess all over your face. You can always put more on, you can't take away. Does anybody do their makeup and they're like, I can do one eye better than I can the other? So one eye usually ends up looking amazing, and then the other eye looks a bit rubbish. That always happens to me. Then I'm going to take a sort of domey sort of pencil brush and just go in with this colour Toffee at the bottom. Tiny bit, and just go on the outer corner and bring it up to the crease. I love toffee as well. I love eating toffee. I love the smell of it. I love eating it. I love how it's spelt. Okay, and then we are going to go in with a, I'm not going to go in with that one because that one's dirty. We're going to go in with a flat brush, and I'm just going to wet it with my Revolution Pro Fix. And then I'm just going to go in with this gold shade up here, which is like a pressed glitter, I think. It's sort of beyond a shimmer, it's more of a glitter. And then I'm just going to hold my eye steady and just go in the middle of the lid. My throat's itching now. That's what hay fever does to you. And then to intensify it, just take my finger . And then we are going to put a little bit of this shade here called Moonlight, which is a shimmer, just on the brow bone to highlight the brow bone. It's Mowgli. It's also good to, well, I personally find, to sort of blend that colour all together at the end. If you feel like it's a little bit too much, you can just blend it out with your highlight. I find that works quite well. That's sort of my top tip. I don't do anything to my eyebrows because they are bushy as hell. So I don't tend to sort of draw my eyebrows in because I think there's enough There's enough damage there already. So that is enough for, and then lips. I am sort of swaying towards this Rimmel one. Now, Rimmel, I haven't done my eyeliner. What am I going to do underneath? Oh, I'm going to take the pencil brush and just go in with that toffee colour again and just go underneath the eye. So in future I will just buy a kohl pencil from Revolution, and I'm not going to do a flick. I'm literally just going to try and this side I feel like is more natural. That's what I will do on the day. I'll just draw a little line just to sort of centre. It's all good. I'm just going to take my ice cold as well. I'm just going with a little brush. There we go. Brilliant. So let's set that with some setting spray now. It's always good to practice, guys. Always good to practice. So for lips, no idea. I think I'm going to go in with my Rimmel pink blush. This is number 6 in the Rimmel collection. There we go, guys. It'll be this eye, not this one. What do you guys think? Is that wedding worthy? Let's just cover this side of the face up. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching if you've made it this far. I am nearly at 200 subscribers, so when I get to 200 subscribers I will try and do another giveaway, so share me with all of your friends. We can hang out, it will be great. I do appreciate everyone's support. Yeah, if you've liked this video, please give me a thumbs up, give me a comment down below just to say hi. And I will see you again soon for another video. Take care, guys. Bye.